Yeah, you can change your SIM. Or maybe block people's number. I'm sorry, you can block them later. You can help them whatever you have then.
Secure your mental health.
Exactly.
So on the Persuasion Network today, we'll be discussing the pressures of December and how to overcome it. I have two interesting guests here, once more regular guests. I have on my right,
Blessed Abamba.
and on my left. Yeah guys, don't worry about our faces. We are the background, so we'll just listen to our voice and how we go with this conversation. So quickly, ladies and gentlemen, let's ask this question. There's already dirty December trend. People, I don't know, it's just like we walk all through January to blow up everything by December. Let me ask a quick question. Question now quickly. What is this December pressure? What is it about, please? Let me hear from Ms. Blessed.
So December pressure, okay, I would say these are the things that happen to people that, makes them worry about how the year is coming to an end, the things they've been able to do, the things they've not been able to do, the goals you set since January that you've not been able to achieve. These are the pressures.
All right, well, Ms. Tony, do you have anything to say about that? Because I noticed that this is mostly a time where there's a lot of travels that are happening. People travel from out of the country into the country. We have people planning to gift people. We have people thinking about what am I going to wear? What am I going to spend? What am I going to send? There's just a whole lot of conversations happening. While we also have another segment of people, and what they want to do is, what have I achieved this year? Why is it that all this who even started all these things? Like, what is going on?
Prayer started from society, social media, why? Because you see a lot of people doing a lot of things during this period to show off what they've achieved and trying to show you to your face that they are getting better, they are now better, they now own a car, they now this, they now that, or they went to an orphanage, or they donated to charity, or they did this or they did that. So all of these things have become the foundation. It's not the basis for which we also want to do something. Yeah. So for me, it's the December pressure is a kind of anxiety, a kind of fever that people have that makes them want to do something during this period. In fact, it can be so unrealistic, is that the word? It can be so unhealthy to our minds, to our persons, in the sense, because you end up trying to compress so much into 1 month. I mean, everything you're not able to achieve from January to November, imagine wanting to do it in 1 month. So at this period, I'm not even I think a lot of people go through a lot of mental pressure as well. There's always something people want to do at this period that makes them want to put in more effort. It's not a bad thing, but at the end of the day, after gathering everything, you'll still end up finishing everything at this same period. So that's why that's what I think the December pressure is all about.
But do you think there are other factors that we may not be aware of, or some factors that we overlook and may be responsible for this pressure? We already see some people saying things like, oh my god, where will my this December, where is it going to come from? There are different approaches to this thing. Do you think there's something else that we are not maybe addressing? I think before, December used to just basically be chicken, rice, share with people. Do you think it's meaning more now?
Yes, because of the social media.
Yes, that's why I said social media is playing a very huge role in the influence of the pressure on us.
Okay.
If it was back then, where it was our parents' days, it was more reduced because nobody's coming to the internet to show off and then put pressure on you to make it feel like you're not achieving anything.
Because then, I think I agree with you. Because then, if you're eating chicken in your house, you only know you're eating chicken in your house.
You're not putting it online.
People are putting it out there. So
social media is
the person that is eating fish in the house and finding it interesting. Somebody else is now putting turkey online.
Yeah.
Somebody else is putting
when you feel like you're not
cow.
Social media plays a very huge role in it.
I think all these things, because we are very social beings, it's easy for us to want to belong somewhere.
True.
So just maybe the pressure too is just the fact that they all come from a sense of belonging to, oh,
Yeah.
they are doing this. I think there's some people that believe that outings are very, very important. But I think this time might be just one of the very best times to spend time with your family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Create your own outing. It doesn't have to be that you'll be in wherever it's happening at that moment.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the fact that you guys really touch these areas. But I also want to know, there are no statistics to back up what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But of course, we know that as Nigerians especially, a lot of chickens get slaughtered. I don't know if chickens still get slaughtered anymore, but I know a lot of spendings happen, a lot of largesse, that is dashing of money, a lot of gifting, a lot of cookings. It's as if we live from January to November to blow everything up, like I said. And to show you that the markets respond to that kind of demand and
Everything increases.
expenses, things also increase.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of pressure. Even the pressure, there's also pressure on even security systems. Because a lot of kidnappings tend to happen, a lot of insecurity concerns. Do you think this period should be a time? I don't. Although the original topic is, should this December be a period to blow money or save money? I also want us to expand it a bit. Do you even think it is a time for this kind of noise?
Yes, I think it is. Why do I say so? Because, like you said, January to November, it's more or less like you've been doing a whole lot of working.
Mm-hmm.
It's that period of time where you're gathering with your loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't happen all the time. For something that doesn't happen all the time, you know, it's that moment you want to create some memories with your loved ones. You want to spend time. It's something you always
Look forward to.
look forward to, and it's something you always remember. Oh, I was in my parents this period of time, and you know, they gave me some comfort to go back again into January and then try to survive. So I think it is what the hype per se. But now, how you handle it is what matters. That's like the cons of everything. So the pros aspects, yes, I think it is actually worth it that, you know, you are happy and you want to celebrate, you want to have fun, you want to go out, you want to do things.
It's not okay to say, hey, this December, I want to ensure that this year I've taken my holiday duly. I don't have to wait till I collapse. Finance, oh, wait, December, let me take my holiday by December. Do you get my point?
Mm-hmm.
Should we have a more flexible approach to it so that all this spending, if you're somebody who takes care of your family regularly, you pay attention to certain things, you visit home regularly. If, of course, I'm seeing this for context now, if work permits it, if your schedule or your schedule permits it, would you still feel the need to overdo
No,
by December?
no, I didn't think so.
You won't feel the need to overdo by December if you've already been coming through
Mm-hmm.
for other people, little by little, the little you can do.
Mhm.
Then at the same time, you won't feel like December holiday and everything is so necessary if you've been trying to take care of yourself over time as well. And like you said,
Sure.
if you are someone who pays attention to the important things like family, you've been looking for time a little bit, maybe you know, to go on picnics with your family, to spend time and bond. If you've been doing that before, it won't be
Yeah,
a
it doesn't sound
December
like
will not
something
sound
new.
like this is the only time I can make it up. No, there shouldn't be a time that is like the only time you can actually make it up to people. There shouldn't be. So every day of life should be a time to show kindness, to show love and all that. So when you now postpone it to December, so what about what if, God forbid, those people you have actually been saying, okay, I'm till December, what if they're no longer there?
I agree.
That's the thing. The thing is, we can actually create excuses for certain things. But
Yes.
if we want to create time for these things, we'll create time
We
for
will
them.
Yes.
actually.
And you know, we're in a culture that already says, oh, the rich men don't sleep. Walk.
Yes.
We don't know that, you know, maybe taking time to enjoy is also work.
Mm-hmm.
We think it's not work again because you are feeding, you are not making the money and you are feeding yourself.
You're the vessel.
I don't know, we don't, our culture basically, this modern culture of working,
it's a very
doesn't
bad.
makes people feel guilty for even
Yes.
rest. Perfect time to rest is December.
Very true.
I have a friend that she works and maybe she sleeps around maybe 12 a.m. or 1 every day. and then she'll be up again by 4 a.m. And then I'll be like, you won't even try to. And then, before you know it, she's already strong. I mean, she's already sick. She's already healed. She's having a day. She's complaining of back pain. She needs to go to the hospital. And I'll be like, all these things won't be happening to you if you just take just 8 hours. Try and sleep 8 hours. And she'll be like, you want to sleep 8 hours in this Lagos when you have not made millions? At the end of the day, if care is not taken, the person will still slave and not make any million. That's the truth. You end up working so hard, and at the end of the day, they will ask you, how much do you have in your savings, despite all the work? Nothing. So, I'm so sorry to say this, but I will not encourage anybody.
Everything is not about money, actually. And I think we're encouraging a culture that it's either money or nothing. And we are reaping the consequences.
Sad.
Alright, that's actually, I don't want us to drift too much because that is getting even deeper and deeper. Alright, so with all we've said now, although we're already talking about strategy, but what strategies do we think families can utilize this period so that they can, start their new year well without blowing everything? What strategy should they follow? Like, okay, maybe spendings and things like that, because for many people, they've saved, in fact, people have their savings and it's just funny how maybe they don't lock it. I would advise people to lock money. Lock your savings and leave a budget and stick to it. That's just the quick, but I want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, that's a great, fantastic idea. Locking your savings and all of that. You have to plan strategically, because it's a period where the burden is more on the parents.
Or whoever plays parents.
Yes, not just parents. Yeah, people that are playing the breadwinner responsibility, that carrying it. The burden is on them right now. So I'm going to advise you that are listening to me and you're playing the breadwinner responsibility. Just calm down and plan. It's not something you have to kill yourself for. You have other needs, you have other things to take care of. Just make sure you're thinking about the happy moments. Like, you can find happiness in the littlest things, basically. So you need to know that if you do now and you go overboard, you have January, you have February, you have next year staring in your face. So I feel like it's something you can just, people that have kids can just sit down with them, have conversations, talk about how we're going to spend it, what do we do, let's make plans together, things I can afford, Those are the ways I actually think you can go about that.
Do you want to say anything, Tony? Because I think that's actually a very great one.
Yeah, she's already said
covered everything, right?
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to add, like you said the other time, you can plan your own unique family time. You don't have to
wait till December.
And planning your own, you can even plan your unique family time. I mean, even this December, just do it in your home. You don't necessarily have to
family meeting, especially Americans do Thanksgiving.
You don't have to go to. I know it's not a bad thing. I mean, some people
to go out,
but then you can limit it, reduce it.
And I even think reducing it helps you also. I mean, for security reasons.
Yes,
this is a time where there's a whole lot of
much
traffic, pressure on the security systems. And less, if you're not vigilant enough, lots of things will happen. And for people who also love jumping on trends easily, hopefully they're also very vigilant that they don't fall prey. Because lots of people lose money, there are criminal activities as well.
So you put yourself out there that I have this.
And for people who are putting out, this is not even the perfect time to just say, especially for people who are saying IGBs, I just go back.
What's IGB?
IGB, I just go back.
Okay.
The people who came from America now.
Okay.
Or abroad overseas.
Okay.
So those people are also coming back, probably with stronger currencies. To show off. Not all of them probably want to show off.
Yeah.
For people who believe they want to show off, I think we should not or undermine the essence of contentment. That Gary, that there is nothing wrong. We just sit. We have worshipped or we have prioritized money so much as a society and as a culture that we no longer see anything sensible if it's not money. And see where it's getting us. What measures should society take to minimize? I will not say to eradicate because it's not really realistic, but to minimize the pressure. I know somebody already suggested something like, should the government and companies withhold salaries? December salaries to January to avoid them blowing it up. I'm not sure any force has that. But let's have that conversation. Do they have that power to do that? But let's
No,
see.
they don't.
Let's just have it as a conversation.
They
Why is it that bad that, oh my god, you hold this people's salary?
Do you even think they are holding it for the good of the people?
No.
Or they are holding it because they cannot
Yes.
afford to?
No, it's not even, it shouldn't even be up for conversation. These are adults. There's no need to hold anybody's
Why would you
salary
want salary for any reason?
to.
Well, it's
Same
not new
reason,
that
no.
most people in school
But they
don't
do it.
They do
That's
it.
it. True.
That one, no. For employers who hold people's salary, I hope they're not lying to their staff that they're holding it to save it for them. It's because they're just owing them now. They can't pay, that's all.
Obviously, they can't pay.
No. What I'm saying, the question is, there's a suggestion that should the
it-
company and government withhold, not owe, withhold employees' December salary to January. I know there is no power that gives, there's no force that allows them to do that. But I'm saying,
But should
is it that bad that
be
you should
enforced?
start having that
Some
conversation?
people would they will risk costs. They will risk costs.
No, it's not necessary.
They will be like, you want to do what? No. Like, I think there's a better approach. Maybe asking them. You know, there's something called pension now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there can be a system like that, like a kind of savings scheme. It shouldn't
Yes,
even
no,
be-
they always like, see, as much as we want to say there's December pressure, to be honest, there's something I don't even know what it is. It's just we that are saying calling the person. Some people are contented. In fact, it's just social media that amplifies some of this
so
noise.
big.
You get me? There are people who is chicken.
It's fish.
There are
whatever
people,
it
these
is.
people are building houses. They are sending their kids abroad to school. They are saving money. They are pensioners. They are people. It's just you people that are buying iPhones with salary that are not earning.
But the truth is, every person feels the
There's
pressure.
a pressure.
There's no
You're not
way,
getting my point.
even
I'm
Okay.
telling you that this December pressure is a myth to some people. For parents who closed their eyes and built houses that they are staying in now, while people were driving Benz then in their time. You get my point? I'm just saying that our generation makes this pressure. We overflog it.
Yeah.
We overblow it and make it look like, oh my god, I cannot survive. Everybody's spending money. If I don't use the latest iPhone, I will not survive. Oh my god. I'm just letting you guys know there are still people on this
that's
country.
still
Yeah, they
contented.
must have-
Yes,
People are still contented.
contented.
And when you tell them, oh, iPhone, they'll say sorry. Food is still expensive. Some people cannot afford it. So I think even this pressure conversation said is even from privilege. See how you ladies are looking very rich. It's even anyway, guys, thank you so much for this conversation, and we would love to just put a pause here.
So
So in conclusion, ladies, do you have any final words?
Well, let me give you advice.
yes, please do.
If you have people that are on your neck at this period and you know that you can't come through, you don't have the capacity, there are some tips I'll give you. they're not written on stone. And, yeah, you can change your SIM. Or maybe block people's number. I'm sorry, you can block them later. You can help them whatever you have then.
Secure
But
your
for
mental
now,
health.
exactly. And if you have to unfollow some pages for this period, you get on social media.
So that you can
So that you
breathe.
can you'll be normal. Because you know there are some people that will still come and torment you. So if you don't want that torture, you can just try and make yourself
But
happy this
yes,
period. Very
sincerely
important.
speaking, you should always remember from all these things we've said, your health comes first. Your peace of mind is
It's
very
very important,
important.
seriously.
So make sure that you're living in the moment as well. Make sure you are trying to, enjoy that company of your loved
Yes.
ones. That is what should matter to you at this point. Not how do I lavish and go broke. So
And don't forget that January is there. You don't want to start the new year.
yeah, unprepared.
Yes, and then you now enter, and then you are now shocked with the need to not
Yeah.
leave just because it's December. You need to still be there. If
Still
you are
be
a
there.
parent, you know that your children will pay school fees. They will buy new this. You shouldn't do anything at the expense of their education
Sure.
or at the expense of their health. There are still a lot of things ahead that you still do, and there are many Decembers to celebrate.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having us, guys. We'll see you in our next podcast. And do leave us comments in the comment section. We love to see them. Bye.